All right, let's see. Are we good? Are we going live? I believe so, right? Let's see. Okay, cool. Let me just double check real quick. All right. Hope you guys are having an amazing Friday evening or afternoon, sorry. Right now I'm just making sure everything is going smooth. It's my first stream in a while, so All right, cool. So yeah, it is. All right, so basically I just wanted to do a quick market recap to see how we're going for this pretty much new month here. September is renowned for being a terrible month for the market, and it has been doing so historically. So as we see here on gold, we're seeing that the dollar is getting weak. We're seeing some push to the upside. We are in a downwards channel here. Gold has been correcting for quite some time here. But thus far, it looks like we're starting to push back up here as we continue to have some uncertainty on the US dollar. Right now, with the government shutdown and everything that's going on, we're not too sure what's going to be happening as a result of that. So that's exactly how the market is reacting. We're going to our safe havens to see we could secure some safer options of investing rather than investing it directly into the stock market, which brings me to the Nasdaq. Let me see. So yeah, here we have the Nasdaq, which has been dropping a lot recently. It has broken through structure here. It's broken past 14,800. So it could be the case that we see more of a drop. As you can see here, we dropped a lot on September 28th. So it was a great dip right here. Let's see. What's the percent on how much it has dropped? Okay, so it has dropped about 7.23% drop. Right? So we got a 7.23% drop. And it started in the same month. Right? So the Feds have been discussing or telling us really that best case scenario, we get a 10% drop. Worst case scenario, we get a 20% drop. We're almost at that 10% drop mark, right? And right now with this current momentum, like you just see with the size of the candles here on the daily chart, we have a lot of momentum pushing to the downside here. So things are not looking good for Nasdaq, which tends to outperform the other indexes of stocks. Since it is more technological based, right? So let's look at the SP 500. Let's see what kind of. Let's go back on the daily chart. See what's up with that. Okay, so it's less volatile, right? We're seeing less movement, which is typical of the SP 500. And if I were to take it from the top to the bottom, not really the bottom, but right here, it's about a 6-ish% drop, which also is a good dip buying opportunity. The only thing is we broke past this structure here. Looks like we may be aiming down towards here, 42.70 just about. Let's see. We almost hit that with this candle. It could be that this is what we're getting from this correction. It has reached its low point, but we have to take into consideration that the momentum downwards is very bearish. So a lot of people are afraid of how things are going to be for the economy, especially in stocks. We're seeing the drops throughout, and we've seen it in Nasdaq, we've seen it in the SP 500. Things are not looking too good. So let's see. Give me a second here. All right, so let's check out Wall Street, right? So US 30 the most volatile of all. So we have had this type of correction before. We've tested about 33,200, right? And we're having just about a 6% correction here in the US 30. So markets are red. Things seem to be going down. We have a correction occurring on pretty much all of the indexes, which is not looking too good for the market. So let's see. I want to look at silver as well. So silver here still correcting downwards. Well, I wouldn't even call this correcting. Let's see. It actually broke structure to the downside. So we can see further movement downwards from silver. I'm surprised because silver is usually played as a safe haven. But we continue to see this movement down from silver. So expect like a similar correction that we're seeing over here, down here, right? So let's see. See if I remember all this right here, right? So some similar movement like that, and then we get further movement downwards from silver. Because the movement is corrective. It's not really like bullish per se, or it's really trying to move above at least 23. 23 I think will be the mark where it may drop. All right. So let's check out the euro dollar. So it seems like the dollar is gaining strength against euro. This is more the case that things are not looking too good on the European side of things rather than the dollar, because there's a lot of uncertainty, especially in the stock market, when it comes to American assets. As you see here, it dropped very nicely actually here. Well, for the dollar, it's nice. Let's look at the daily chart, see what's up. So yeah, momentum here is to the downside. Seems like we've recently just broken structure here, so we could be moving further downward. In terms of projection, like, we could see a nice drop here, to be honest. Because look, this bull run really started during the pandemic. During well, the pandemic isn't over yet, but when the pandemic hit. At first, we were pretty much stuck within this range here. As you can see, this range right here. We were stuck through there, and basically the dollar was just dying from all this way up here. But it looks like the dollar may be coming back, and long term, we can actually get back to like 1.1, 1.08. And the dollar is still king. There's no doubt that the American currency, hopefully, well, depending on who you're talking to, continues to stay that way, right? Okay, so let's check out Usdjpy. Okay, so it seems like the dollar is actually losing strength on this side here. It just broke structure to the upside, so it seems like the dollar is just gonna correct its way down. Similar movement that we had in the Euro USD. We're gonna have a correction downwards and potential upside. So if we're seeing this, that the dollar is gaining strength, right? Yet when we look at stocks, for example, we're not seeing the same, right? So let's look at Apple real quick. Okay, so Apple seems like it just broke structure to the downside. Things are not looking too good for Apple. To be honest, we had this structure here at about 142.3. We broke below that. I know this is not the straightest. Let's put that right there. There we go. But yeah, we broke below the structure. We could potentially see it going down maybe to 135, but honestly, this is a great buying price. If we were to look at it in terms of a discount from the all-time high, we're currently almost at a 10% correction from the all-time high from Apple. So this is honestly a great buying opportunity for those that, you know, if you're interested in buying Apple or something like, let's look at Amazon actually, because a 10% correction, that's an amazing discount. Like, people would actually go to the store and buy clothing that's at a 10%, 20% discount. Look at this, Amazon, 13% discount from the all-time high. Let's just see I'm right about that. Yeah, 13% discount. Honestly, in my opinion, once the stock gets to about 20% correction, then that's like, just imagine like investing in a stock that, you know, you truly believe in, at a 20% discount. Like, that's just beautiful right there. That's helping overall growth in general. Okay. All right, let's check out Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin is on, let's see. So corrected upwards, then we corrected backwards. They're about the same structure. Went back up, correction. Looks like Bitcoin is honestly on its way back up to its all-time highs. This would be a great time. Look at that. Look at that volume. People are really into Bitcoin again. I mean, not that they never were, but let's just see that percent discount from the all-time high. Hold up. Okay, from current, sorry. 26% discount. That's amazing. A 26% discount from the all-time high. Like, oh, and actually, I want to share something with you guys. So let's check it out real quick. It's called Celsius. Let's see. I'm assuming it's this option. Oh, no. Yeah, here we go. Celsius Network. No, I don't want to give you my... All right, so check this out. Earn and borrow with Celsius. Okay, Celsius is a community of over 1 million users that earn up to 17% yield on their crypto. Get paid new coins every week. Borrow cash at 1%. Buy coins, earn yield, borrow, and transfer no fees. That's amazing. Okay, and you know, featured on Nasdaq. So let's just say, so this is 30,000, right? That's the amount that we'd like to borrow. If we were to scroll down a little bit, we could see here we could borrow at 1%, but there's an exception here. I can't find it here, but I know for those that live in California, there's a 0% interest APR that you could take on these loans. So $25,000 loan, monthly interest of about $20. Total interest that you're gonna pay in the loan, $250. Right? 1%. So another thing, you can only take 25% of loan of the total value that you have in your account. So that would be like 100,000, right? And if you were to stretch the length of the loan, you know, you'd be paying more interest, unless you live in California. Like I said, I think I would have to actually type it out. California, Celsius loan, something like that. I think this is it. California is more fun with no funds. We're waiting for it. Look at that. Borrow dollars or stable coins at 0% APR at 25% loan to value. Zero origination fees, zero credit checks, zero interest. Only in California, only with Celsius. So that's an amazing opportunities for those that live in California. You'll be able to loan money for dirt cheap. And like, that's why I'm pointing here at Bitcoin. Just like you see this picking up in momentum, right? So from this correction that we had downwards, we currently are back up 66% from that. All right, so we're picking up momentum here in Bitcoin, and it could see that we meet this high right here, about 65,000. So you got $20,000 worth to go. I'm not gonna give like a time frame. Well, I will probably like 3, 4, 5 months. It could take longer. It could just be that it drops from here. I can't foresee the future, but what I would say is, crypto is tempting to, leverage. And it doesn't have to just be Bitcoin. It could be Ethereum, So let's check out Ethereum. Ethereum is obviously not a store of value. It's more of a crypto that you use to exchange goods such as software, video games, NFTs. So Ethereum is about 25% discount from the all-time high. If we were to look at the total correction it had from the high, well, the most, it was about 61%. So we're up about 40%, I would say, right? Well, that increase is 92, but from the recovery from that drop, we're up about 40%, right? So Ethereum is another way of going about, leveraging cheap debt using Celsius. Like I said, zero credit checks, zero interest, only in California. This is amazing. So you get to choose stable coins or dollars, which is the funds that you'll be selecting. Pick collateral and interest rate. So the collateral that you'll be offering would be the cryptocurrency that you already own, right? And you pick the interest rate. So for those that live in California, that would be 0%, even though here it says annual interest is $50. No, there's no interest in that. Select the length of the loan. I'm assuming it would be like 1 to 5 years. Confirm details and get improved. Spend your money and keep hodling. Exactly. This is just amazing opportunity that, loans are starting as low as $500. So that means if it's at 25%, you can start with $1,000 invested in Bitcoin and then start leveraging this. But like $500, there's not really much you could do with that. No fees guaranteed. That's amazing. It's basically free money that you're getting. Borrow dollars or stable coins against top currencies. So let's check out the supported currency. So look, as I said, doesn't have to be Bitcoin. It could be Ethereum, Celsius themselves, Cardano. You guys can see it for yourselves, right? OMG, that's funny. There's even more collateral, and then on the right side here, you can see what you could take in exchange for that collateral. So it could be USD coin, Tether, or just other stable coins, or just USD, cash money. If you're interested in more, look at that. Right, you may prefer using USD coin if you don't like the volatility of the other cryptocurrencies. Maybe you like a little stable coin leverage. But as you can see, there's just so many options here. This is an amazing opportunity. I wonder if this is gonna be like just temporary, you know, this is just going to be a temporary solution here. Yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you guys found this helpful. And yeah, I just wanted to get back here on YouTube, you know, stimulate the channel a little bit, have you guys get used to me here on YouTube, as well as me getting some practice back here on the platform, as I am a bit rusty. You know, you can find me on TikTok, Instagram. Just type my name, and you'll be able to find my channels where I produce more financial content for you guys. I would appreciate it if you like, subscribe, hit the bell, that way you're notified every time I release some new financial content. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in.